Okay, so first of all, I still have my old graphics card here in my PC working at the moment, and this is a old GTX 670 with only 2 GB of video RAM, but I'll upgrade to better card by the end of the year. But nonetheless, it is running and not too bad, I would say. If you want to have a quick look, sorry, I have the visual effects here on the second highest level with HDR enabled. The texture quality has to be set to medium in order to not have a stuttery mess. Because that is really where the VRAM comes into play, and 2 GB are just simply not enough. But as you can see quite shortly, it doesn't look too bad with texture quality set to medium. Anti-aliasing is set to FXAA. It wouldn't be too much of a difference in frame rate if I go up a notch here, but to be absolutely honest, yeah, visually it doesn't make too much of a difference to me and this setup, this current setup right now as well, so I'll leave it here on FXAA. The number of world objects is on high, so this is the second highest notch, and the reflection detail really brings my old graphics card to its knees, so it's set to minimal, but nonetheless it still looks very, very nice, as I would say. So, and because playing around the Seattle area can be fun, but I wanted to see how the simulator looks in the rest of the world, I decided to take the plunge and I bought the early beta version. So I paid the 59 bucks, and here we are. I haven't installed all of the world this morning, but all of Europe, or most of Europe, the US and Canada. And yeah, right now we are at Lugano Airport in Switzerland. And let me have a very quick look if the stream is up, healthy and running. And it looks as if it was. Yes. And I'm looking here at very stable 30 to 33 frames a second even. Yeah, so all the scenery here is completely default. And I set the flight up the following way. We'll use the Cirrus Vision, which is a fun plane to fly, I think. So as I said before, we are at Lugano Airport. The weather is a bit customized with just a few cirrus clouds between 30 and 40,000 feet and a few cumulus clouds at just above 10,000 feet. That's very easily set up. You just can add cloud layers here, like few cumulus, scattered cumulus, and stuff like that, or stratus, overcast cumulus, and then you just take the layer that you just generated and you can track it wherever you want to, and that's quite nice. So, but we delete this cloud layer and put the cirrus back to where it was in the beginning. So that's the weather. Then we have set time of day to around noon, and yeah, so here we go. Let's perform a short racetrack here. Setting up the controls have been very nice and easy. No problems at all. No scenery here available at the gateway. 3D scenery for Lugano Airport, unfortunately. There is an Aerosoft scenery, but I don't own it. But yeah, it's not about the airport detail right now, it's more about the look of the scenery, the autogen, the atmospheric effects, and all that good stuff. The shadowing is really phenomenally good, I have to say. Change the time of day during this short session here in order to show you all the different varieties. We'll climb to around 3,500 feet, and then we'll get back to the airfield again to make a landing. So yeah, although I've set the slider of scenery complexity too high, so the number of objects is really high, and a lot of shadows have to be calculated, the quality or the frames per second rather, are really stable, and I like that. So we'll fly here over that mountain ridge and then come back here that way into the airfield. Actually, I didn't want to climb that high, but yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I want to show you around a bit. That's what we are here for. So let's descend in order to set up the plane for the approach. Now I could change the time of day a bit. Let's perform a rather steep left turn in order to line up with the runway. Flips down. Speed is coming back nicely. Yeah, and as I said before, or as I've shown you before,
500.
the reflection detail is set to minimum, and it still looks very nice. "29 frames per second. So we'll do go around. We'll make it a little later in the day to see how that looks. Flips up. And I really like the look of the European Autogen.
500.
Very dense. The colors are true to life. do like the atmospheric scattering a lot, although with the help of the data ref editor I make the scattering within X-Plane 10 a little more bluish. That's personal taste as well. I have to say it looks very realistically. Yeah, and here this little jet feels like a sports car in the air. Really nice. So this time we'll level off a little bit earlier. Isn't that beautiful? That looks really, really good. Very nice and hazy. And I don't know if you can see it, but these red lines that appear between the scenery and the horizon, these red lines are still present. I have them in X-Plane 10. They're still present here in X-Plane 11, but I think that's due to an older NVIDIA driver. But I don't want to update anymore here with that card. I'll surely install a fresh installer, the most recent one, when I'll put in the new graphics card. Yeah, but I won't hassle with that anymore here now, for the time being. Very nice. I mean, that looks really, really, really realistic, I think. I've read some comments of people complaining it would look washed out or something like that, but I have to say, yeah, you know, the out-of-the-box look of P3D or FSX is a bit too, you know, colorful and a bit too clean, and that's not how it looks in real life. The air is always a bit hazy, and X-Plane 11 does a really rather good job, I would say, for vanilla setup here, right out of the box. No need to tweak anything. So now we're a bit high. Let's bring that plane down. And then we'll do one more, even a bit later in the day. Ooh, too much sightseeing, boys. Alright, here we go. Flaps up a notch and go around. And you know what, for that short circuit we'll change the weather as well. That's wrong. You click here on the little aircraft symbol and then we'll say customize weather, match real world conditions. And then the most recent meter gets downloaded. And then you can see here we have different wind layers and a few cumulus clouds. So it shouldn't be too bad. Apply changes. And off we go. Flaps up. just a bit of stuttering as the clouds get injected. But now we are back to 33 frames. So now we have even more haze present here with the actual weather. TrackIR does work right out of the box now. I already gave that a try and it works flawlessly. But here for this stream I wanted to do it without TrackIR. So there are a few optical or visual problems, but yeah, that's still quite an early beta release, so no need to complain about it too badly. But you can see here the mountain ridges, they look, yeah, strangely cut out, but only if the haze or the weather is really hazy. With clear skies that doesn't happen, only if there is haze and clouds present. But that looks amazing. Other than that, I mean, it is beta, so there are still problems and glitches present, some quirks, but I mean, wow. I really love that look. Here the reflections, the new reflections on the aircraft. I like that a lot as well. Yeah, by pressing L, I fast forward the time even a little further. Beautiful sunset. Wow. What do you think? Look at that here. Wow. Woo! Boys, I love that. And girls as well, just in case some girls are watching. This is beautiful. Wow. I love it. I just love it. Just skipped a bit of time again once more. Now the sun is almost completely gone. The lights in the buildings turned on as well. A bit windy now. Another glitchy, another quirk with this Lugano scenery is triple poppy lights. down we are. Isn't that beautiful? So let's do a very short replay, but I have no idea how that works here. View. Alright. Take screenshot, toggle video recording, configure video recording. Okay, looks as if that wouldn't be implemented as of yet. Alright, oh, I don't find it now, but I don't want to do too much fiddling with the UI for now. Yeah. This is beautiful. Stunning. City of Lugano. And only the facade, Autogen is European-like now, but also the highway signs are the blue style you do find typically here in Germany. So all the scenery has been remade to fit Europe a lot better. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Notice how the lights are reflecting on the ground and on the aircraft. Wow. I simply love that look. Beautiful. So that's it for the time being, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll do some more X-Plane 11 streaming for sure. In the meantime, stay safe, always 3 greens, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.